All right. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sip and Talk with Miss Londa. Let's welcome my co-host Boom to the platform. How's it going?
Chilling, chilling, man. Glad to be alive, per usual. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. All right, so we got a couple of good topics for you guys tonight, and I wanted to say my apologies on the flyer. The police did not unalive the 11-year-old, but they did pow him, and now the mother may lose custody. So we're gonna get into that. Let me pull that up really quick here. All right, can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay,
It's a little bit blurry, but that could just be my computer screen. I'm not sure.
okay. All right, so Mississippi mom could lose custody of her three children nearly a year after police pow and wound her 11-year-old in their home. In a new court filing obtained by NPR Sunflower County, Mississippi, officials reference the May 2023 police shooting of 11-year-old Adarian Murray and accused his mother, Nikayla Murray, of neglecting her three children, including Adarian, during the domestic incident. Adarian had called 911 for help. He was seriously injured after Sergeant Greg Capers of the Indianola, Mississippi Police Department shot him in the chest. The court filing argues that an unarmed witness saw Nikayla Murray's ex-boyfriend, John Noden, jump on her during the May 2023 incident in front of her three children. The filing also indicated the unarmed witness said Adarian Murray's shooting was a result of the mother and boyfriend domestic violence that has been happening for years. Nikayla Murray spoke exclusively to NPR on Friday following the court filed petition saying that it caught her off guard. As I read what the petition said, I was taken aback, Nikayla Murray said. I feel disgusted. Carlos Moore, the attorney representing the Murray family, told NPR that the court filed petition is outlandish and suggests the move by the court is retaliation for her ongoing lawsuit against the city of Indianola over her son's shooting. I believe they are just harassing her, Moore said. She is a single mother and she does not deserve this peer harassment. Gwendolyn Jemison, the Sunflower County prosecuting attorney who filed the petition, did not immediately respond to NPR's request for comment. Nikayla Murray is expected to report to Sunflower County Youth Court on April 17th, def- where she will defend her right for sole custody of her three children. So, what do you feel about this so far?
After I had looked at it, read it, or whatever, am I clear?
Are you what?
Am I clear?
Yeah, you clear.
But yeah, after I had looked at it and read it or whatever, I get where both sides is coming from. But before I go through on that, I had just talked to a lady that you sent me to, that you sent to me, or that you introduced me to. Freak, what is her name? She's from Jackson, Mississippi, actually, or
Mm-hmm.
she's from right outside of Mississippi.
Uh,
Um, Freak, what is her name? It started with a B. Do you remember her name?
oh,
Bella.
Bell,
Bell, outspoken.
outspoken.
Okay, so she's from Mississippi. I think it's Jackson, but I'm not sure. But I asked her about the Jackson, Mississippi law that they have going down there. It's like a House Bill 1020 or something, where
Mm-hmm.
pretty much they just letting all the white people can control everything that's going on. And I had asked her about it because I'm like, that sounds like a Jim Crow situation. I know this kind of off topic, but I'm saying this because her response was like, well, the black folks have had the power of that area for so long and they didn't do anything with it. They messed it up pretty much. They didn't care. And so if somebody gonna come in there and fix it, and they not the same color, then let them do it. And I kind of understood that because it's like everybody have all this, and there's so many problems, and nobody helps. La la la. Now I say that to say this: on this situation, I understand both sides. On one side, the cop had no reason to shoot. I think I had seen this video last year. I seen the video. I didn't see the full video, but I seen when an officer came in. I seen when the little boy came from like out the back room, and the officer shot him. Or excuse me, powed him. Um, but so on the officer side, they supposed to have more, control over themselves. They supposed to have more understanding, and I don't know. They just supposed to have more control over the whole situation than just be grabbing a gun instantly. Because if that's the case, anybody should be able to have a gun and just patrol whoever. So that's wrong, and I do see why they should be getting some type of lawsuit going on that end of it. But on the other end of it, I do have to ask the question on when do we start blaming, especially the mothers. Now I don't know if this man is the father of these children, but when do we start blaming the mothers as far as allowing these things to go on over and over again? Because the sense that to me that the court do make is the fact that y'all fighting in front of these kids over and over again. He beating, he putting his hands on you, police coming left and right, people seeing it over and over and over and over again. And obviously that's not good for the kids anyways. So it was gonna end bad regardless. Now, I'm pretty sure there's probably more to the story. Maybe they was getting back together on and off. I don't know if this man was some type of, stalker. He couldn't let her go. They don't get into those details, right? So that's why I'm like, okay, I understand both sides. Like on one side, like, oh, it ain't cool for y'all to just be fighting, beating on each other in front of these children. But at the same time, it's also not cool for no officer to come in the house and just start shooting because they're scared or for whatever reason, especially when the people that's going to be patrolling the area because we did so bad on patrolling our own area, the people that's going to be patrolling the area don't give a fuck about us. So they looking for any reason. And then their cousins is the ones who own the court systems, the judges, the lawyers is their cousins. So if they do this, we can come back and say, well, you guys are letting them fight. They can use that as their excuse. So it's tough, honestly. I wish I had more to the story, but from what I hear, if I'm going just off of this story alone, she shouldn't just keep fighting this man in front of her kids. Like it should have been some type of like stop to that.
Um, yeah, my point of view is a little different. It's first of all, it's domestic abuse. We don't know right why it keeps happening. We don't know the situation. Can she leave? Is she able to leave? We don't know that. But regardless, the police was called on a domestic abuse and they injured a child in the midst of it. What was their reason for doing that? He didn't, was there a weapon pointed? Did anybody in that situation have a weapon? So
Again, it's like it's over and over, right? It's like okay, if from what we're seeing and from what they're saying, the witness, their so-called witness, is saying they see somebody over there doing something violent. It's a black area. We know we're going to mess with these black folks. We coming like this. This how we're coming. Like, and we have to understand it. I'm not saying that this shit is right, but we have to understand these things. You know what I'm saying? When you call the government or the state to a person of color's house, that's how they're coming. This that's not. I'm not saying that's right.
no, there should be protocol. If the call didn't state that there was a weapon involved, there's no reason for you to come with your pow drawn ready to pow somebody.
That's a fact. I 100% agree with you. But at the same time, we have to understand that their whole reasoning for even becoming who they became was to catch us. Like, it wasn't to patrol the people, it was to
So
stop us. So it
So
switched
what's
over.
confusing though is it's like on one hand is it's like, oh, it's the mother's fault because she was allowing this to go on, but yet help was called for this particular reason. Her son got injured in the midst of her calling for help, and it's her fault.
No, it's not. But they're looking at how many times they have to come. to this house because of this reasoning. So they're not looking at this our first time. We don't know what's going on. Let's talk about it. Let's fix it. They're looking at this is always going on. This is what motherfucker. Everything we got to be ready when we come up in this house because every time we get a call here,
So
somebody
if
gets punched and
so
fight. It's
if they
violent.
felt that way, then why didn't anybody step in and intervene and say, if this keeps going on, then we're gonna have to remove the children? Why wait until you do something, till you fuck up, and now you want to deflect?
I think that in this world we weigh out what's more, what's worse, right? We don't look at both of them being worse. We just look at this is more worse than this. What's up with it, right? We look at that, and I sometimes I get it, right? Take it to a Christian level. I'll be like, shit, I didn't sin, but Lord, I ain't raping nobody. I ain't touching no kids. You know what I'm saying? So, my sin. But what's the difference between me going and stealing from a motherfucker who got to pay their rent tomorrow and I still their rent? You feel me? I mean,
That's not the same because, like,
it's
again, like,
still
we don't
wrong
know the
though.
situation though. Like, we don't know. Like, a lot of times women be in domestic abuse situations and can't leave because what? They don't got nobody to turn to.
Right.
Everybody gonna talk about them and judge them. That's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this show, is to show that women can come together and that we need to stop judging every woman. Possibly, I'm quite sure every woman has been through some type of abuse in some type of form or fashion. So when another woman is being abused, there should not be any judgment. You don't understand why that person stays. You can't, unless you've been in that situation, you won't understand. There's different reasons why a person stays in that. And you can't really just hold a person at fault because they're still there going through this, because you don't know what their reason is. Number one. Number two, if you're not going to be there for them when they're ready to leave, that's, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, when they're being judged, they shut people out. That's the wrong thing to do, because now nobody knows what's going on with you. Sometimes it could be too late when they find out. So I don't think that she should be at fault and she should have to be losing her kids. And again, if that was such a big concern, then it should have been a concern a while ago. If they stated that this has been going on, then why no social worker was never called and stepped in and did an intervention?
I don't want to cut you off. So am I
I'm
cutting you off? Oh, okay. Okay, so I get it. Again, a lot of the points that you made, intervention, somebody coming in and saying something, she being stuck, possibly. I mean, even Eve said a song 10, 20 years ago, Love is Blind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just be standing for some old crazy ass reasons. Um, Possibly having nobody to turn to, which is all them are major key points in why involving the state is not the best option, because they seeing it as two birds in one stone. So yes, she's going through what she's going through, and we have to figure out how you guys can come together, which is my next question for you. She's going through what she's going through, but being judged, you're gonna be, listen, as a man, we judge what every fucking day. If we don't walk a certain way, we not a man, we sassy. If we explain ourselves, we sassy. If we don't explain ourselves, we lose every fucking day. So that judging shit, I get it. But nah, y'all can't. Y'all have to take shit on the. Y'all got to take them punches on the chin first off. That's where y'all have to start as women. Start taking the fucking punches on the chin and accepting
When it
accountability.
comes to no, when it comes to abuse, you can't just say that.
It's, and you can say that
No,
because
you
on the
can't,
other end,
because
listen,
a man is always
listen.
stronger than a woman. Number one, if
That's
I'm
not
sitting here
true.
getting my, that is true. If I'm
That's
sitting
not
here getting
true.
my ass beat every day, if this man is beating me for just the way I smile or whatever the reason may be, you don't know how much fear
Listen,
he to instill
listen,
in
Miss
that
Londa,
moment.
Miss Londa. I just looked up a study where it tells me it's like 101 to 102, right? So it's like 102 men, and then for every 102 men, it's 102 women. So I guess we got y'all by like 0.1% or something like that, right? Listen, there is so many motherfucking Norbits out here, but the difference between the Norbits and the abused women is that when a Norbit come out and say something, boy, everybody's clowning us. But when the abused women come out and say something, this come together. So Norbits don't come out and say nothing. But y'all got to stop acting like only men be getting BB, and then saying that men. Oh,
I didn't say
listen,
that,
listen,
but I'm
and
saying
then saying that
on
men are
this
stronger than women
situation
is the
though.
facts.
I'm
That's it.
speaking on this situation. The police are deflecting. At the end of the day, if it was a concern about them, her being in a domestic abuse situation or relationship, and it was a concern for the kids, then they should have intervened. Don't wait till you make a fuck up and deflect. That's all they're doing.
Of course,
Move.
but that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not that I'm not saying that they're right, Miss Londa. I'm all the way 100% with you. But the thing about it is they are in control. Listen, if it's they're not going to play it fair. When in history have we learned that they played it fair with us, and especially in Mississippi? When have we learned that they ever gonna play it fair with us, Miss Londa? They never going to play it fair with us. So we got once we understand that and stop looking for them to play it fair with us, then we got to look from within and see how we can play it fair with ourselves. Because at the end of the day, the only reason why she had nobody to go to is because niggas didn't fuck with each other. Because I tell you right now, if she fucked with her motherfucking niggas, the last motherfucker she would have called is the police. She would have called them niggas she knew that was gonna pull up and put hands on this man.
But what if she's one of them people that don't want to like call on her family because maybe they can get hurt? Like
Okay,
I
so
don't
then
want
you
to
call.
call my brother to a situation that
So
he
then
can
you,
possibly get hurt. I'd
okay, so
rather call the police.
so then you call the ops, right?
No, I call the police.
No, the ops.
That's your definition is the ops. That's what they're there for, to protect and to serve. I'm gonna get this man off of me by calling the police if I have
I
to.
get it, but
And
what
if
I'm
I'm
saying
considered
is
an op for protecting myself, then oh well.
you're not an op for calling the ops. You're an op. The ops, the people that you're calling are the ops because when they come, they're not coming to help Miss Londa. They're coming to dead the situation how they fucking see fit. They don't care what Londa talking about. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth, Londa. There has been so many people who have called the police trying to get a motherfucker away from them and end up being the ones that be in jail. Because at the end of the day, when they come, they don't give a fuck about what's going on. Who the fuck, which one of you niggas can we arrest?
So how is it her fault though?
It's not her fault. I'm not saying that it's her fault. What I'm saying is if you are in an abusive relationship and you are dealing with these kids or dealing with abuse in front of these kids, you are giving these motherfuckers fuel to come after you. That's all I'm saying. You're giving them
So
reason.
the woman is giving them few to come after her because she
She
has a
keep
man
calling them.
whooping on her.
Yes, you keep calling them. Call your dad, call your brother, call your best friend, call them niggas that you kick it with. Call somebody other than them that's gonna keep record of this shit and be ready to come shoot you as soon as they walk through the door. When they come and they know that this is an African American's house, oh yes, I can uncock this motherfucker. I'm gonna have this bitch unstrapped now. Let me go to Becky or Keith's house. You feel me? Oh, let's go and see. Let's talk to the people. Oh, I know Keith. I used to go to school with him. That was my best friend from college. Come on, Keith. You know you're not supposed to have this brick on you. You see what I'm saying? When they come see us, they don't give a fuck who called. Boom over here beating the shit out of Miss Londa. Miss Londa mad as fuck because Boom beat the shit. Calm down, Miss Londa. No, that nigga gonna stop putting Miss Londa, calm down. No, he gonna stop. I don't give a fuck. Now you're under arrest too. We both under arrest. And I'm in here beating your ass, my nigga. They gonna take both of. I'm trying to get you to understand, my nigga. I get it. That shit is wrong. They shouldn't have came in there shooting. They should be more sensible. And we done seen these motherfuckers shoot us down too many motherfucking times to know that they're not going to play it fair. And since we know that they're not going to play it fair, we have to figure out who in our community gonna play it fair, stick with each other, and then kill the other or excuse me, unalive the other motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers gotta go. Brother, sister, mother, cousin. If you want some bullshit, you gotta go. Really fucking simple. Because ain't nobody gonna fuck with us, bro. Nobody's coming for us. Nobody, Jesus come back for us, and none of that. It's us. We ain't got a country to go to, my nigga. No country. We ain't got a country. This is our country, and look how they treat us. They come and try and hurt us. They come in our house, they shoot our kids.
So what if it's a situation where he's the breadwinner? You know what I'm saying? She can't just pack up and go. And how do we know that when she's calling the police, they just letting them back out? So
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. I think I wanted to ask you this earlier because it's always gonna be certain situations, right? Too deep
Who?
in, um, niggas be on the same lease. It's all kinds of reasons to why motherfuckers can still be together, right? But let me ask you this question. Earlier, you said women need to come together. Um, what would be some options? What would be some thoughts that you would have on women coming together?
What?
What would
You're
be some?
asking me that?
Yeah, I'm asking you that. What would be some of your thoughts? Your thoughts on women coming together, especially in situations like this? How could y'all improve on this?
Being there for one, like for instance, if I had a friend in that situation, I wouldn't judge her, number one. I would always be there when she called to hear her out. But when the day she's ready to leave, she would know that my door would always be open.
Do you think it's not enough of that right now?
No,
So you think there is enough people opening their doors?
no.
So there's not enough people opening their
I
door.
don't
Okay,
think so.
so
I mean, I've seen people judge women in their situations. They blame the woman for the situation. Well, what is it that you're doing to make him? It's all types of shit that I've seen in those situations. And situations like that cause a person to close people out. When you come to somebody to tell them something that's going on with you, you don't want to be put down. It's a call for help. So when somebody's downing you and judging you, you're gonna tend to shut everybody out if that's what you're gonna if that's the result you're gonna keep getting when you go to somebody. And then what? Then it's too late. They don't hear from you. They go to your house and what? You in a room somewhere just been
fucked up.
strangled. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's listen for women. It's definitely tough, man. I definitely give y'all that. It's very tough for y'all, but I think that sometimes the the option y'all have to play the victim is used overly. And then when we come to situations like this where the man is actually coming over there, it's like how many times do you have to stop forgiving the person from putting their hands on you, or what would make you think that a person now like again like if you were a good person, what stops me from going to my mama's house or what stops me from going to my dad's house? Is it them? Is it something that they did in their past, or is they smoking? Is they fucked up? Are they locked up to where they don't? I can't get in touch with them because why I can't run to them? Why I can't run to my aunt? Do she not fuck with me? Why I can't run to my uncle? Why I can't run to these people? Am I wrong?
Some people just don't want to be bothered with other people's situations, or
I
they look
get
at
it.
it like they be on the outside looking in, judging.
Okay,
Like
so
it's
let's
so
just
easy for somebody to say, "Well, I don't know what she keep running over here for. What the fuck she want me to do? She chose to be with." It's all types of shit like that.
play the okay. So let's just play the factors then. Let's just play the whole factors that we have. Let's just say she'll love your mother. Obviously, she'll love your mother. So we're not even gonna play like that's untrue. She's a worker. We know that. Um, and let's just say nobody fuck with her because she just kept to herself. She didn't bother nobody or nothing. She took care of her kids and she kept to herself. Let's just put it like that. And she went through all this bullshit with this man. She kept going through all this bullshit with this man, and this bullshit happened. Maybe she was trying to get away from him. I don't know. Maybe she was running from him everywhere she moved. He chased her down, la la la. Then that is definitely a very unfortunate situation for her and her child and what they're going through. And they deserve the money. But you also got to throw in the factors that people are witnessing this person come over here and they seeing these people fight constantly. So I don't know. Like I don't know if it's just like you, because a lot of you, man, you done seen people be like, "Don't get into it with nobody and they female. You might be the one to die because you start fighting them and they
That
jump
is
you."
that it is cases like that too. We did, what was it, 2 years ago? Didn't we just do the topic on the girl who went to the house with her friend so she could get her stuff, and the boyfriend came in and beat the friend with the hammer. You see what I'm saying? So these situations is very tricky. You can't. I don't really feel like they can really just be judged because it's a lot that plays into it.
I think what it is it's not the fact that they're being judged. It's like okay. Y'all trying to sue us for 5 million. How can we keep this 5 million? They obviously feel like this 5 million is worth more than her
Oh
child.
no, I wasn't talking about by the police. I'm talking about like
Just overall.
situation where you saying like, why can't she go to her family or this or this or that? Like sometimes in some situations you can, but other people have gotten hurt in the result of trying to step in and help in those
That's
situations.
why I asked. That's why I say it has to be. Cause see, when you got these dudes out here who doing and acting these weird shits, like I'm pretty sure the nigga who the dude who did that to that girl with the hammer, I'm pretty sure he had people around him who seen him cut up before. Bitch this, fuck that bitch that. He probably done cussed her out. He probably done slapped her around in front. And them same motherfuckers went and got a shot with him later on. Went and bought him a blunt. Come on, bro. You gotta calm down. Chill, bro.
In that
Chill
situation,
the
it
fuck out.
seemed like a lot of people was scared of him. Even the people who reached out to me behind the scenes didn't even want their names mentioned on the stuff that they was telling me about this dude.
Which then
So
again
you got to
shows
think about certain situations. Like for me, for instance, if I was in that situation, I probably would, and I'm dealing with a dude like that. I know how my brother get down, but if I know how he get down, it's a possibility that either one of them could end up on alive. I don't want to be the result of that. So
but
you got to think about that type of stuff.
so it gotta be a whole bunch of niggas, right? It gotta be a whole bunch of men, niggas, whatever we want to call it. It gotta be a whole bunch of people who ain't on that shit, right? Who just ain't on that shit. It has to be, right? And so when we talk about this one nigga who walk around the street and everybody's scared of him and all this other shit, then he gotta shoot or beat all 10 of us. Like what the fuck? How hard is it for a motherfucker to understand that 10 is more than one? So this nigga gotta be Bruce Lee.
I mean, but there's some situations where a lot of men don't like to step in. It's like a man's
Correct, because they hoe ass niggas. Here
like
we
you remember
go.
the situation with the lady in the restaurant and how the man just beat her down because she wasn't getting her food fast enough. She didn't
And,
say nothing foul to this man. She didn't cuss him out. None of that.
and I probably would have been a nigga to not step up.
It was like 3 or 4 men in that damn restaurant.
And I probably would have been one of them who didn't step up. I wouldn't have had my camera up, but I wouldn't have stepped up because number one, nigga, I got kids at home I got to get back to. Number two, I'm not even sure if she would have did the same for me because what the fuck? I'm pretty sure she didn't watch some niggas get jumped and laughed at it. Now, is it right? No. On whose side? No. But at the same time, bro, this nigga acting all wild and shit, man. We are all taught from a child, bro. Be the bigger man and walk away. Some of us got to show we tough guys, women and men. Some of us have to show it, and we don't. We really don't. But we don't want nobody to say we a bitch, and we don't want nobody feeling like we a hoe if we walk off. But I'm pretty sure that she could have walked off, and if he would have ran up on her as
Listen,
she walked off,
she could have
maybe.
walked off. She was getting her food.
No, no,
He
no, 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 no. Sometimes we gotta leave the situation. We have to leave.
see, it's
You
like
cannot.
the woman keep catching the blame. Like
No, 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 no. Because even on the men's
that
side,
not
listen.
getting
If I come
food.
home, if I
This
come
man
home,
didn't have to say. All he had to do was let her get her food. That's what she was doing.
if I come home and my woman hasn't cleaned up the house, and I keep asking her to clean up the house, I got two choices. I can three choices. I can cuss her out. Well, two choices. Cuss her out, which leads to the third choice of me putting my hands on her, or her putting her hands on me. Or I could just say fuck this shit and walk the fuck out the door and not care.
That's not for nobody to put their hands on nobody because the
It
house
ain't, but it leads up.
nobody's kid though.
You don't have to. Okay, so as far if we talking about the shooting situation, then yes, that doesn't have anything to do with you coming in shooting.
No, I'm talking about the overall domestic abuse. Like it doesn't matter. Oh, she didn't clean up. That doesn't give a man the right to put his hands on her. And it
No,
doesn't.
but like I said, it could be an argument. See, the argument could go something like, "Why you ain't clean up?" Because I ain't feel like, "What the fuck you mean and clean?" Like I do this, da da da. I do that, and motherfuckers get to saying shit, and it leads into that. And at the end of the day, when it hits the news, is man and woman get into a fight over the dishes. They don't talk about the shit that was said in between. Fuck you, nigga. That's what your people did, or fuck you, nigga. This they
Words
don't talk
are
about how we.
words.
They don't talk about none
Words
of that.
are words, though. A man should not just be putting his hands
Okay,
on.
now we're judging. Now y'all don't want to be judged, but you gonna tell me that
I'm
the
judging a man putting his hands on a woman. It doesn't matter if I don't clean up and I tell you because I didn't feel like it. You ain't finna just feel like you could just pop me.
that
I'm
don't
not
mean that
your
nigga gonna pop
kid.
you. See, that's the problem. See,
But
you
that's
got
what you're
there, you
saying.
going there.
It's like
See
you're
the way
justifying
that
a little
again
bit.
it gets there. See, the the problem is a lot of times if a female is talking to a man talking about what she don't feel like doing or how she don't feel like doing it, a man is not gonna feel respected. Y'all had this fucking problem with feeling like y'all supposed to just get every fucking thing that y'all feel y'all supposed to get because of what? And then if y'all don't get what
Think
y'all
it's
supposed to
nothing
get,
wrong if a woman don't feel like cleaning up. You that upset because she didn't clean up.
you
It's
coming
about
from a
control.
you
That's
coming you,
about control. Oh, I'm paying this. I'm paying that. You clean my fucking house.
you
And
coming
when
from
I
an
feel
independent
like
standpoint.
I'm coming from an independent and relationship, because if I'm in a relationship, if I don't clean up one day, you not coming in here cussing me out.
But that's not one day because see that
It
again,
doesn't matter. You not
you're
gonna be calling
listen,
me out
listen.
of my
If we're
bitch.
comparing,
Why
if,
the dishes
listen,
ain't done?
Londa,
None of that. I'm not
listen,
dealing
Londa,
with none
listen,
of that.
Londa, listen,
If
Londa.
you
If we're
talk out of my
comparing,
name, I'm
if
gonna call
we're
you back
weighing the
out the door.
situations, Londa, if we're weighing the situations, if we're weighing, okay, so in this situation with the little boy losing his life, if we're weighing that situation too, of person not being clean or not keeping the house clean. Okay, so how many times have I came into the house and you not cleaned it up before we got to this point?
If you're
It's not.
bothered by
It's
it, why
not
don't
one
you
day. Hold
leave?
on, Londa. It's not one day.
It
You
doesn't
acting like
matter.
you acting like a per. You acting like this woman is so clean, and then
I
one
didn't
day
say
she
that.
didn't wash the dishes,
I
and
just
then he
said
tries to start an
regardless,
argument.
regardless of if a person, if she don't want to clean up and you're tired of it, then pack up and
That's
go.
no.
That don't
If
give a man the right to keep on
right,
her.
that's what I said. You have two choices. You have a choice to leave or you have a choice to say what you want and express your feelings. In certain situations, people express their feelings instead of leaving. That's what I'm saying. And it could be on both ends. If you know this nigga about to get on his dumb shit and be ready to be mad as shit like that, then get your way up out of there. Now, if he get to grabbing on you and shit, yes, you got to fight back. But you ain't got to say all that other bullshit. Nigga, I don't feel like cleaning. Obviously, you don't feel like cleaning if you left the fuck up out the house. Because now you're really not about to clean. Why you got to say all that?
So basically, what you're saying is, if the man comes in, the house ain't clean. He asks why. She say she didn't feel like it. So the man get to saying whatever. She just supposed to be quiet.
No, she's supposed to leave. She don't need to even be around that nigga. If she don't feel like doing something, he on some bullshit, get the fuck on. But vice versa. It's the same shit, vice versa. If he come home and she motherfucking ain't clean, instead of him pushing out all this motherfucking energy, well, you ain't clean up, hugga, he could just leave. It's on both ends. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of times motherfuckers feel like they have to step up into the situation because they feel so disrespected. They have to show their toughness. And once you show your toughness, shit like, oh, instead of me leaving, no, nigga, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna get my food. Now this nigga did, and y'all had to go to court.
That's
Luckily,
not what happened in that situation. She
that
didn't
is, he
none of
was
that.
talking shit to her.
No,
She
it wasn't.
didn't leave.
I watched the video, the full video. She did not talk shit. The only thing she said is, "I'm trying to get my food." She wasn't
Correct.
aggressive. She wasn't
Cool.
loud. She did not call
Cool.
him out of his name.
Cool.
But
Leave.
it clearly showed how he was raised. When you got cousins
Yes.
that's bent over on his picture, it shows that he was raised to
Stupidly.
be
He
ignorant.
then he the bullshit. You want me to cry over this nigga because he got kids and now his kids ain't got no dad, but he ain't here acting like this. A fact. I'm not going to cry over this nigga. I'm not going to rest in peace this nigga. What I am saying is she still could have left
That's crazy. That's crazy.
because
She
she
was there to get
listen.
her
If a
food.
nigga's in my
He paid
face,
for her food. She
listen.
had a right to get her food. He
I
did
get
not have
that.
just because he acts
Amen.
like a wild animal.
100%. What you're not understanding is if a nigga is in my face talking crazy, you're talking crazy in my face. I obviously know that you're going to do something. Either I'm going to react or I'm going to leave. Why am I going to wait for a nigga that is talking crazy to me to do something else? You're already talking crazy. Once you get to talking crazy, we already know what's next. We're not about to go smoke a blunt.
That's like saying women ain't shouldn't be allowed to go out and do nothing. All she was there was to get food for her.
Nobody said that. What I said
It
is
is because you're saying she should have left.
he
Nobody
should have
shouldn't
too.
have told.
I said he
Nobody
should have
shouldn't have
left
told
too.
him to leave because he was acting out of order. But
No,
nobody's saying
y'all
that.
looking for a motherfucker to tell somebody else to do something when all you have to do is do it yourself. See, I'm not about to sit here and wait for anybody in this world to do anything for me because obviously,
And that's
who
why
got the best for you, right?
the women is always on the woman. It's never on the man. Nobody won't say he's in the wrong.
I did say he was in the wrong, but
But
why
she
she still got
should have left. She was there to pay for. She paid for her
man?
food. She had a right to get her food. If
Y'all
he
got
that
this
damn impatient, he should have went somewhere else.
y'all got this right and wrong mixed up, man.
No,
Ain't
it
shit
ain't
right.
because it is.
Okay, so it is also wrong that we can't get on our platforms that we pay for monthly and put our hard time into to put out there. We can't say certain words.
That's on YouTube. That see, YouTube ain't your platform.
And none of
That's
this on our
somebody
platform.
else's platform.
Right, but it's still listen. Last time I talked to you, I told you that we ain't have freedom of speech. You told me you did. They got the blocking our shit. I'm
I
telling
have
you.
freedom of speech on my own platform that I pay for.
Yeah, but then you still
YouTube
got
is
to
my platform. I can say whatever I want on Queens Talk TV.
on their internet. So even if you over here
On
talking
my
this,
internet that I pay for. What do you mean their internet? I'm
there
not
we
talking
go.
about YouTube. I'm talking about my apps. These are my apps.
That's your internet.
And my yeah, I pay for it every month. How is it their internet?
I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna
I'm
tell
not
you right now,
talking
you don't
about
own
YouTube.
shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You don't own a motherfucking thing. Only thing you
I
probably own.
trademarked it, I own it.
Okay. I'm gonna let you have that. But I just want you to hear me out on this. You don't own a motherfucking thing. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
If you have anything, any piece of paper that has your name on it, and it says you own it, it ain't yours. You're gonna pay some type of tax on it. I mean, like I just asked you if your internet was yours. You say yeah because you paid the bill. No, that ain't your shit. That ain't your shit. I'm telling you, that's not your internet. First off, you know that's not your internet because you pay somebody to keep your shit on. So that's their shit. Number one. And
Internet,
if
I
you
can
out
do
here,
what I want to do.
listen to
I
what I'm
can do
saying
as
to you.
long as
Listen to
I'm
what I'm
paying
saying.
my monthly bill, my internet is on. And
Yeah,
as
that's
long
cool.
as
But
I
listen to
have
what I'm
my
saying.
apps that I pay for, I can get on them apps and say what I
Listen to
want
what
to.
I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. If I, Boomer, own your internet company, and you get on here talking about how fucked up the police officer is, and that police officer happens to be my goddamn cousin, and you're making noise, don't you think your shit about to get the lagging? You don't think your shit gonna get the
I
lagging?
think YouTube would get to lagging or
No, fuck
whatever
YouTube. Your
platform
internet
you
at
on.
home. That shit will be cutting off. That shit will be turning. That shit will cut off and on every 2-3 hours, nigga. Your shit will not run correctly. And guess what else I'm gonna do after your shit keep fucking up and you keep calling me telling me that your shit fucking up? I'm gonna say I'm gonna put $3 on there for you. I'll take $3 off your bill. Don't worry about it. By the time I'm done with you, nigga, I'm gonna be done gave you $30 this month on your goddamn bill, and you still gonna pay the full bill next motherfucking month of my internet, not your shit. You
But
think
the
you gonna talk
internet
shit about
don't
my
have
people?
nothing
You
to
don't
do with
have
the
freedom of
platform.
speech.
Yes, I do on my own platform. I do, and that has nothing
Hey,
to do with internet.
hey, man, listen, I didn't listen to some of the top dogs in this game that really,
On
really
other people's platforms, not on their own. Tell
Patreon.
them to build their own platforms. Patreon, Twitter, YouTube, them ain't our platforms.
Listen, but what I'm saying is they give you the links to them. So go look up. I'm gonna just give you two people. Go check out Billy Carson and go check out Rizza Islam. These two niggas right here talk the most shit about the high up people and the shit they be talking about. Be serious. These niggas can't be on TikTok and goddamn Facebook and all that shit because they continue to get shut down. So they have to be on their own
TikTok
platforms.
is not
Listen,
their
even
own
on
platform.
listen to me. Even on their own platforms, even on their own shit. They tell you some of this shit I can't even get out. Some of this shit, as soon as I put it up, it takes 6, 7, 8 days for it to even load. And then once it loads, it just automatically disappears. They
On
tell
their
you this. Go
on
look them
their
up.
platform, on their
On there, yes, on there. First off, RZA Islam the man arrested like 100 times, my nigga. Just on the just from 2020 alone, all over this COVID shit that he started telling motherfuckers not to take the jab because it was bullshit. All for 4 years later for them to tell us they fucked up and we shouldn't have took it anyways. Like they told us themselves we fucked up. They shouldn't have made us take it. They told us this, but when he was telling us this, they blocked him. You got niggas in jail for bullshit that they did not do. All because they got a movement of telling people what is right and what is wrong. I am telling you, just because you own something, just because you got a lot of money, just because that shit say your name, nigga, they will freeze that shit. I am telling you. And I'm gonna tell you one more thing that I just learned. I just learned this like 2 days ago. Some crazy ass game, bro. So We are taught to start our name off with the capital letter, and then the rest of them be lowercase. Have you noticed that, right? You ever seen that?
Mhm.
You know why they do that? We was never really taught why they do that, right? So any business that you see, all the letters are in capital, right? Like Sears, Target, Tesla, Walmart, all the letters are capital.
I don't,
Go, well, next time you see it, go check it out. The point that I'm making is look at your driver's license. I guarantee you every letter on there is capital. We already been teaching motherfuckers that your social security card is already a business to motherfucking pay the debt of America. This is how they pay the debt. This is why we got to pay so much taxes. This is why they send money. But when you find out that you are really actual business and you look at your ID and see that your name is in all four capitals and that you are actually a motherfucking business, bro, then you start realizing that anything that you motherfucking got ain't yours because you already in debt by the government that you was born into. Nigga, they will shut your shit down, bro. I don't give a fuck who you paying to make it yours. You on their internet. Now you got to get your own internet. Then you got to get everybody to connect to your internet. Then you got to put your platform on there so everybody can come. I'm telling you, it gets deeper. This is why people do. You go look at shit like Onion, Tor, Duck, DuckDuckGo. All these are sites that they try and use off of different VPNs, so the government can't just go off of your main internet because your main internet VPN tracks everything that you do. So if you get a VPN, that shit changes the VPN number so it don't stay. I mean the IP address number so it don't stay on to you. So if you got a VPN hooked up to your internet, they can't go and see. Okay, this is her number. No, because your number switch like every 2-3 seconds if you got a VPN. But if you don't got a VPN and you're using the same internet protocol, IP address, that's what that means, internet protocol. If you're using that same number, they can track your every fucking move. And if that bitch is hooked up to your phone when you come home, your Apple Watch, your AirPods, your motherfucking TV, your car, whatever the fuck you got your Wi-Fi hooked up to, and whatever you hook that up to later on. So if you hook your Bluetooth, if you come to my house right now, Miss Londa, and you hook your phone up to my Wi-Fi, now my internet company has everything you got going on. I swear to God. Everything that you got going on, they know now. As soon as you plug it into my Wi-Fi. As soon as you go to McDonald's and plug it into theirs, anybody who connected to their shit that's smart can go right into your motherfucking phone. You don't own nothing, my nigga. I'm telling you, bro. It's not what you think. And the way that these people explain this shit with harming these kids coming in here with not thinking, they don't give a fuck. That's one less. They probably mad that the boy didn't die. I'm glad. We glad, right? I'm gonna tell you now, that motherfucker probably at home like shit. Oh, that was almost one more. How many you got, Billy? I swear to God. And that's fucked up. And if we don't realize that, we doomed. We might as well just go out here and kick it. Have as much fun as we motherfucking can, bro. Ain't gonna lie to you.
at the end of the day, I don't feel like she's at fault, and I don't feel
It's
like she
not.
lose her child.
Nowhere near at fault.
And I feel like they do owe her.
They do. A lot because that's we talking about timeout. We talking about first he got to heal. We talking about the what's the
Rehabilitation.
rehabilitation. We talking about the time he gonna miss in school, education. We talking about everything. Yes, he deserved every fucking red penny, if not more. Because what about rest of the life? Once you do get right, now you got to catch back up. What about the complications you gonna have later on in life? You may not even be able to work. That shit was in his chest. We don't know what arteries it hit. He may not even be able to work out the way he's supposed to. There's all kinds of complications that's gonna come with this boy's life, all the way into being a man. It might have stopped. It might have stunned it. You feel me? So she deserves every red penny. But my theme is, when do we understand that we got to stop calling these people, or they gonna keep on trying to take us out? And in order for that to happen, bro, we have to figure out how to come together. Niggas got to know how to grow corn,
You
grapes.
just basically you saying come together, but you just basically said men don't want to step into to situations to help
Because
women.
that's not how we come together. That's not how you come together by stopping a
Okay.
motherfucker from fighting. That's not how you come together.
And that's why I wouldn't waste my time calling any man anyway. I would
But
call
that's
him.
not how you. But you wouldn't waste your time calling any man because of that situation. But that situation wouldn't happen if that situation was in a community of people who came together. See, if that's in the unity community, we're just gonna call it that, the unity community, and she down there getting her food, and the nigga get to acting up. First off, nigga, that's Mike, that's Brandon, that's whoever the fuck. That's we all up in this bitch, nigga, grabbing our chicken, and we see bro hopping on motherfucking Christo, nigga, chill. Cause first off, this is us. So yes, it's not happening in that community. But outside, where we just all trying to figure out our way, yeah, it's gonna happen. Niggas ain't gonna. We have to first off start the community, get the building, get the land, get the place, whatever, and then whoever ain't with it, stay outside. You see what I'm saying? And the people that's inside, it doesn't happen. And now, if you got your kids and you getting beat on, guess what? Come to the community. What you gonna do for the community? Don't just come here and lay up. Because again, we're not trying to hear. I didn't feel like washing the dishes. Not in this community.
Why is I mean I don't see what that has to do with anything. They ain't got
A
shit
lot
to.
of times, a lot of times, people, not just females, people have a problem with just being or doing something. Motherfuckers have a problem with just doing. We have to do shit that we don't want to do. Nigga, it might be your day to go get in the septic tank and clear the fucking shit out the hole, my nigga. It might be your day. You might have to go down there and unclog the shit, my nigga. If not, this shit gonna back up and the whole city gonna smell like shit. Find somebody else to do it. We don't need that in the community. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
People is entitled to do whatever job they feel
Correct. Just not in this
doing.
community. You can do that outside. Don't bring that here where we at. That's all I'm saying. Nobody said y'all can't do it. Y'all want to rah, rah. Niggas that get popped up in here, niggas that get shot down up in here, it's because they was fucking up something that was going on up in here. Nigga, that's Londa's house right there. Nigga, we don't post there. We don't drink, leave cigarette butts. We don't do that shit there, my nigga. That's boom shit. We don't do that shit over here, my nigga. I ain't even got to be there for a motherfucker to say that. But in this community, in this shit that we in this shit that we all living in right now, you bound to come outside with a motherfucking 40 on your porch. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing or care. Next thing you know, they gonna say you're nasty and you're always drunk, leaving beer in your yard. You don't even motherfucking drink. That's what I'm saying. So we gonna have our community like that, nigga. We don't live like that, nigga. Anything that needs to be right up in this bitch, nigga, we gonna fix. And anybody come up in this motherfucker, brother, mother, sister, cousin, we gonna get you up out of here if you on some bullshit. Period. Motherfuckers be too excited to go kick it with the nigga they know out here beating on bitches. And motherfuckers be out here too excited to go kick it with the fucking woman who don't give a fuck about her kids. It ain't no motherfucking judging nowhere. Everybody is doing some bullshit at this point. That's the fact. And that's the fact that everybody looking over. The white people doing their bullshit and we doing ours. That's why I understood her at first. This is why I didn't change my whole podcast, Miss Lund. This is why I'm like revamping it. Because at first, man, I was like, shit, man, we gotta get this shit together. But I got to looking around. Niggas only want what they want.
Yeah.
They don't want what we are supposed to be doing. Because if we always supposed to be doing this, we'll put them red bottoms the fuck down. We'll put them Jordans the fuck down. We'll understand how that's keeping us down and put that shit the fuck down. And since we ain't, and you still gonna laugh at me because I don't give a fuck no more. No, it's fucked. It's fucked up out here, man. At this point, if we don't come together, we might as well just go kick it in YOLO, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. If whatever fucked up situation that we come across, hey, we just gotta deal with it because if we don't come together as men and women, they gonna keep dogging us any fucking ways. That's what that's the position they have us in. It's called systematic oppression. They know that as long as we keep doing the dumb shit, okay, you know what? We know everybody getting a lot of money this time. Let's put out all the hot stuff around the time everybody get their money.
That's because people are so easily to be enthused by
Right. But you
materialistic.
know why? Because you go through a whole period of not having and everybody watching you not having. So by the time you get, you don't even want to do nothing but for yourself, right? And so because you seen everybody seeing you, everybody
Well,
seeing,
some people.
that's what I'm saying. And everybody seeing you hungry. Everybody seen you out here, can't figure it out. Nobody helped you, and then you got right. Shit, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go say, you ain't gonna tell me where I came. I worked too motherfucking hard to not go pay $800 to go see whoever. Pay this
Exactly.
flight to go. You ain't gonna tell me. You see what I'm saying? And so that's where these motherfuckers put their shit in. But what that does is that continues to keep us down. Because then we come right back to the same place. And yeah, I'm gonna do it next year, not you. Or I ain't gotta worry about you. I can do it myself. Or however it is, and it keeps us separated. But if we all just motherfucking stop and understand the position that they put us in the first motherfucking place, and then understand that there is a way out of it. We just won't stop and think about it.
But I think a lot of people know that I hear so many people talk about the systematic this and systematic that, but they continue to do it.
Because they don't have time to research the loopholes. There's so many loopholes in the shit. Listen, a motherfucker, instead of a motherfucker saying, let's go get this bank to give us this credit. Yeah, they gonna give us a stupid ass APR. Yeah, they gonna give us a stupid ass interest rate. That's cool, but they gonna give us 50 bands a piece. So now we got 100 bands. We owe 100 bands to these motherfuckers. Not only do we owe 100 bands, but they want 55 back. You feel me? They want 55 of that back. And we got to get that 55 back within a year, or it's gonna bump up to 70. Now, with the average white motherfucker, they only gonna want 25 of that back, and if they don't get that back within a year, it's gonna bump up to 26. Okay, so we know we in a disadvantage, but this is the only way we got. Why are we not coming together, getting this motherfucking money, putting this shit together, getting these motherfuckers out of our pocket, and then going where we got to go? We already fucked anyways.
Because everybody want to wear the same hat.
Correct. Correct. So now when we get in situations like these, we try and figure out why. Only reason why we in situations like these is because instead of everybody coming together, because now we in this position, guess what? Ain't nobody coming over there beating on that woman. I'm trying to get money with her. Auntie trying to get money with her. I'm trying to get money with Auntie. We got this, that, and the other going on. And this nigga keep on coming over here. Man, we finna. That's a done deal. You see what I'm saying? This is where we fucking up at. Shit like this only happening because now we don't call them. Nigga, first off, you finna fuck up my money. You think I'm finna call these motherfuckers? We finna handle this. Where that nigga at? All right, you know what? Don't even tell him we gonna be here. We about to go down to the basement, play some PlayStation, chop it, whatever. Let me know when the nigga upstairs. If that's what we doing. Nigga, we gonna come on, Londa. But we have to be in that military mindset. We have to. And until we get in that military mindset, nigga, we fucked. And so we might as well kick it and weigh our chances. Hopefully we not in that position. And that's fucked up, but that's how it is. Because at this point, as soon as we go after them and tell them to make us better, hold on, if we get that girl that $5 million, it's a possibility she make the community better. It is a possibility she say fuck everybody and do it herself because that's what they used to do in any motherfucking ways. But it's a possibility that she motherfucking make the, and we don't need that. So let's figure out how we can not get her to get this. Oh, she was a fucked up mom. Oh, she fought in front of the kids. Oh, she let the kids. You see what I'm saying? And now we up here like, man, but I'm trying to tell you, fuck them. That's what they do to win. That's how they stay up. And not only that, this will make them look better, make us look even worse. We already trying to get their cameras. So this gonna make us look even worse when they throw this on CNN. Oh, she, they're on them niggers. and what's even more worse though, Miss Londa, women in general, including the white community, they're the ones that get beat on the most.
Yeah.
But we don't see that shit. We don't see that. So we know they're not playing it fair. I pray for all my women, man. I pray for all my brothers.
So this is another one. This one involves domestic abuse where the lady stabbed the ex. She protect in self defense. So the man's girlfriend said he was punching and choking her before she pulled out a knife and stabbed him. Um, A man was stabbed to death after an argument with his girlfriend turned violent early Sunday morning in St. Louis. According to the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department, officers found the 31-year-old man just after 1:30 a.m. Sunday inside a vehicle in the 1000 block. Hold on. Damn, commercial popped up. Ain't this some shit? Okay, here we go. In the 1000 block of Riverview Drive, the man was taken to an area hospital where he was pronounced unalived. The
So
victim, a 28-year-old woman, told police she and her boyfriend had been driving and her boyfriend pulled into Riverfront Park after they began arguing. The woman told the police the man began assaulting her repeatedly, punching her in the face and choking her while on top of her. That's when she pulled out a knife and stabbed him. Police identified the man Wednesday as Ren Hudson of Castle Point, Missouri. The homicide division assumed the ongoing investigation. Police said anyone with information about the incident was asked to call the homicide division and they have the number. But that was that incident where she had to, defend herself. I mean, I don't know what they was arguing about because it doesn't state what they was arguing about. But again, he's on top of a woman beating her. So she did what she had to do to defend herself. You must be on mute.
so are you saying that it's too much woman abuse going on?
It is a lot of women abuse going on.
Okay, so
Why do you need to feel like you need to pull over, get on top of a woman and just be punching and choking her? Why?
um listen, some of these situations don't be like, I'm not saying that niggas are just out here not, or niggas are just out here having reason to put their hands on women. I never ever, can attest to that. Um, so to say that like there's some excuse for a man to do this, there's none. You feel me? Number one, I got three daughters, man. So I just I wouldn't even be able to like feel myself loving them correctly as I'm beating on their mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then to beat on them and shit. Like it just wouldn't feel right to me. And then I got sister, my niece, and then my grandmother who just passed, and then my mom who in the hospital who just pissed me off, and I'm still doing everything I fucking can to help her because she in the hospital. So I just got too much respect for women to be putting my hands on them anyways. You feel me? But my kid's mother said to me one time that I wasn't man enough to hit her. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so me, I know for a fact, like, if it would have been another nigga, one of these niggas right here that y'all talking about, he might be having this discussion. You see what I'm saying? And why men just feel like it's, but sometimes I'm telling you, it be like eggy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes females do this shit intentionally. Sometimes females like this shit, Miss Londa, and then they like the victimizing shit. I am telling
I
you what.
mean, but obviously she didn't like him punching and choking her. That's why she stabbed him to protect herself.
So in this instance, right? So I was best friends with a person. I think I told this story on the show before. I was best friends with a person who we was chilling at his house one day, playing the game. His girl had went to the store. She was gone about 3, 4 hours. I don't know. She had the oldest child with him. No, she was pregnant and she had the baby with her. They went to the store one day. Um, she come back. He mad. He fussing her out. Whatever, whatever. The baby was like 2 years old. She actually is my goddaughter. She's like 2 years old at the time. The baby mom holding her. He in there cussing her out, la la la. I don't involve myself to say my business. Mind you, I've known him. I'm the nigga that was kicking it with the nigga that was putting his hands on females. I'm definitely that nigga. Um, but this one time that I decided to get into it is only because she holding her they baby, which is my pretty much my goddaughter. And number one, this nigga says to me, hold on. Number one, this man says to me, nigga, you trying to be Captain Save a hoe? And I was just trying to grab his daughter because he in there smacking the girl. So when he said that to me, nigga, I just instantly snapped. Like, whole ass nigga, come outside, do that shit to me. You ain't here trying to fight on her. Do that shit to me. You know, I just walk outside. And when I walk outside, the nigga close the door and lock me out, start laughing at me, shit, right? But it's crazy because I'm sitting here trying to fight you, and you in there trying to fight her. So I'm gonna listen. The
So
problem is
let me ask you: was he justified to feel like he could smack her because she was gone for 3 hours?
he was justified because he liked it.
Why did you
He-
say she liked it?
Because number one, she had niggas that I knew on her family that could have instantly stopped that, but she always went back. It was run away all kinds of ways. Niggas could have went anywhere they wanted, and they decided to stay. It was so many options to go. I'm telling you.
That's your point of view.
No, 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 no,
But
no,
that
no, no.
doesn't. So I still don't feel like he was justified.
Y'all want somebody to change because of what y'all
I
think,
didn't
right?
say change. I'm
Okay,
saying
so then
if
if
I leave and go to the store for 3 hours and come back, put your hands on me and see what the fuck gonna happen.
but if you know that
I'm
anything,
not a kid.
listen,
I
if you
don't have
know,
to answer to
that's cool.
nobody.
That's cool. But listen, if you know that this the type of nigga that's gonna be on that, then why is he even coming back anyways?
That still doesn't justify him putting his hands on nobody.
I get it. See, and that's where you that's where the victimizing play part come
That's
in
not
at.
victimizing. That's just full out damn truth.
Bro,
Y'all, these men run around here acting like they somebody motherfucking daddy. They want to be have so much fucking control. They could just slap a motherfucker because they don't do what they say when they want to move how they want. That's bullshit.
and don't deal
And
with it.
don't get mad when the police is involved.
Nobody just don't deal with it. Even if you call the police, I'm just saying, don't deal with it. Why keep calling the police? Why keep involving the police when you don't have to deal with it? That's all I'm saying. Why are we dealing with it? Anybody. And why is the male keep dealing with the woman? If you got to get that mad and put your hands on the woman, bro, you don't need to be with her. And if you got to dealing with a nigga that get mad at you for little stupid shit like that, you don't need to be with him. Why are we dealing with the shit? That's my point that I'm trying to get.
When looking into other people's situations, it's not for me to question why. Like I said, you don't know why. It's a lot of different reasons why people be in them situations and don't leave, and that's the problem right there. When they tend to shut people out, is because of those reasons right there. Why the fuck are you still there? You dumb as fuck. You deserve it because you still there. You don't know why she's still there.
Hey, if you could have came to my house or your cousin's house or your mama's house or whoever
Did
that
you
was
offer
willing to
that
be
to
had
her?
your, huh?
Did you offer that to her?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hell no, I wasn't in that
Okay.
position.
So that's what
I
I'm saying.
told you listen, I was kicking it with the nigga. See, okay, so short story, nigga, that you already know, nigga, I grew up in the hood. The niggas couches that I slept on, the niggas wasn't shit. But them was all I had. I ain't had nobody else to go to. So at the end of the day, it wasn't too much I could do about the dumb shit that niggas was doing anyways, but not do it. That was it. The reason I learned how to treat women right for real, number one is because I had my first daughter. But number two is because I've watched what niggas did wrong and said, okay, I know what not to do. And that was with every aspect. That's how I motherfucking learned. When I see niggas going to jail because they want to run up to unmarked cars because they want to get the money, and then next thing you know, they motherfucking in handcuffs and shit. I say, okay, not don't run up to unmarked cars. Keep it within the public. The crackheads that you know, the motherfuckers you know, they're the only ones you deal with. Don't deal with nobody new. That's why I didn't go to jail when I was selling the little bit of crack that I did sell. Same shit with the motherfucking women. I watched niggas, bro. You could have fucking picked that bag up for her, and she dropped the bag off to you. Still, you could have got that trash for her. So then I started doing it, which got me free rides, got me behind the wheel of a car that went mine. So I'm like, okay, if I do it like this, I get more. Why would I be putting my hand? I'm learning, but at the same time, I'm around it. So when you saying that I actually give her somewhere to go, no. But when I realized like, bro, you really only gonna fight her, like nigga, and call
Most
me.
men that put their hands on women are pussies.
Yeah, because when we was coming up, see you listen, the bro like probably about 35, 36 now, my same age as me. And she probably like 47, 48. And we teenagers and she 20, she in her 20s, she grown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Both of us had grown women at the time, but he had a baby Bible. She grown. And they know our ages. but she grown. So at this point, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you feel me? We teenagers. This nigga been doing this shit for years. To the point where I just had got tired of it. Like I had got tired of seeing it. Because when we outside, we go to bars and shit, we out here stomping niggas out. We nigga 4-5 deep, nigga. We punching niggas. We putting our hands on niggas. We, you know what I'm saying? But it's we. But as a young mind, I'm not seeing the niggas ain't gonna do this by themselves. I'm only seeing the we. Yeah, ain't nobody fucking with us. Ain't nobody fucking with us. Us. But then when you get to seeing niggas from a distance, when you step back and you actually see a nigga when he by himself, or when he got them drugs in him, oh, okay. This is who you is. Really scary. When ain't nobody around, you gotta call your niggas. Okay, this is okay. So I didn't see that because I'm around a whole bunch of nothing ass niggas. I tell them to the day, you see me posting on my shit right now, nigga. Fuck them niggas. And they on my friends list. I make sure I don't ever, if they ain't on my friends list because they erased me. And it ain't because I moved to Arizona, none of that shit. I was there. Them niggas watched me sleep on the couch. Them niggas watched me be fucked up. So now I'm out here and niggas, oh, can I get $20? Oh, I'm stuck somewhere. Oh, bro, I ain't got it. Nigga, your mama, your sister, your auntie, everybody that watched me sleep on the couch is right there. And
Are these family members?
pretty
I mean,
much,
when you
but
say
not blood,
watch you sleep on the couch, like
literal.
did you feel it was like their responsibility to?
So I bounced. My mom sent me to Florida like 7 times, right? My whole teenage years, from 10 to my whole teenage year. I went to Job Corps, I went to Indiana Job Corps, Cincinnati Job Corps. I went back and forth to Florida like 7 times, bro. No lie. So I never was settled in Akron, Ohio after 10 years old. So I made new friends every time I went back, new school every time I went back. So there wasn't really nobody. And then family, never really fucked with them because, again, I was back and forth to Florida. So when I actually become an adult, and I'm like, well, I ain't gonna say adult, 16, 17, I actually become an adult at that age. Um, with my friends. I'm sleeping on their mama's couch. I'm going from house to house until I met the woman that was grown, but it still took me took me a couple of months to get up in her house. But still, um, so I didn't expect them to do anything for me, but it wasn't nobody around me that was like, hey, if you do this. You see what I'm saying? So all I know is to figure it out, which is why I
So
wasn't good
what
at
did
selling
you
dope.
do? Were you working? What?
Okay, so the niggas they would sell, they would give me dope to sell, right? I would make like, I don't know, probably like 300. They give me like a whole bunch of work. I didn't have to buy it. They give me a whole bunch of work. I make like 300, give them back 220. They give me a whole bunch of work again. I make another 80. I mean, I make a 300, give them back 220, keep the 80. That's how we kept working, right? So I never ever was like, okay, if I take this 80 and 80, put it with this one, eventually I can get my own and stop having to take there. I'm just a nigga that just keep on taking the little shit. Cool, this my nigga.
But not a job.
Oh, nigga, I ain't have to. I ain't have to pay no rent. Niggas was giving me work to sell. I'm in the streets all goddamn day. We smoking, kicking it. I'm riding G rides. I'm not thinking nothing else but dumb shit. That's it. There's nothing else on my mind but dumb shit. It ain't.
So do you feel like family is wrong to not want to deal with that?
So are we looking at the circumstances?
The circumstances is you was out there, you was selling for whomever, you made a little change, you kicking it, you more worried about riding in the G ride. If I let you in my house, this is what I got to deal with.
Facts. That's not
And
true.
but that little money you making is not going to help you get out of my house in 30 days
It's not
because
true.
it's not a permanent thing.
So for me,
That used to be my problem with people. Let them in. They not focused on what they should be focused on. You should be getting up every day early in the morning, getting out here and working the pavement. I should not wake up and see you still sleep at noon and 1 o'clock. You getting too comfortable.
okay, my mom sent me to Florida. When I came back from Florida, I was 16 years old. My mom moved to Virginia when I was 16 years old. I went to stay with this woman named Sally, who's not my real auntie, but but I called her my Aunt Shelly. I stayed with her. My first 2 weeks there, I ended up in a detention home because I went to go get her brother's Xbox because I wasn't in school. So I walked to go get her brother's Xbox, but it was during school hours. So they picked me up, took me to the. I had to sit down there for like 3 days because my mom was in Virginia, so I had to sit in that bitch. Then finally, I don't know what they did. I can't remember actually what all they did to get me out, but my Aunt Shelly was able to get me out. So it wasn't because I was just a problem per se. I was causing, but I was a problem because she couldn't get me in school. My mom was gone. I was just there. Then the brother let me walk over there to get it. So it wasn't like I was just out here wild. You see what I'm saying? But if you bring me to your house at that age, the person I was, if you would have brought me to your house and would have been like, hey, if you do this, look at this, we can do this, this, that. I was always that person. I was, I don't have a record. You feel me? I don't got no felonies. I got a misdemeanor when I turned 18. I got caught with a stolen car and some drug shit, but they dropped that shit down to some misdemeanor shit. But I don't have like felonies. I don't have detention history. You feel me? I don't got all that. I just wasn't never in school because I was in the streets. So it wasn't nobody teaching me nothing. So I only did what I knew. So you do get some people out here who have that. I can fall back on this person. I can go back to my sister's house. I can go back to this person's house. And so maybe if they do come lay up in Miss Yolanda's house, they ain't gotta do shit, nigga. Because nigga, I know I can go back to my mama's house. But a nigga like me, I was more grateful, which is why I was like, shit, I'm good with the $80, bro. You give me this, I make the 80. So this nigga sitting at home on his ass while I'm bringing him work, bringing him money all the time, and not showing me how to come up on my own, right? He not showing me like,
I'm finna
boom, if you put
this
this
call
together,
back. Hold on.
you know,
Oh,
mute
I'm sorry. I was just talking.
it.
I was saying having a dog is like having a damn kid. He be tearing up every fucking thing.
Man, my sister told you that's a whole nother story I would have for you. But no, it's like the nigga's not telling me like if I take this and I take this and I flip this, or I put this together, I can, do my own thing. And nigga just keep on telling me, like, bro, you my nigga, here you go. You know what I'm saying? And not showing me the ropes. And I probably should have had, huh?
Because if he show you the ropes, you're not gonna be his foot soldier
You
anymore.
see what I'm saying? And so me, I'm just thinking that's big homie. I'm not looking at that. I'm thinking that's big homie. This is the only nigga that's right. So if somebody come to me and they show me some type of a different way, I'm gonna rock. I've always been a loyal type of person like that, right? Which is why I'm definitely blessed, right? I definitely got blessed in my situation because I could be so many other places than here, and that's just being alive, honestly. Um, so I'm blessed, right? Because I'm loyal to motherfuckers. Like if I say I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you for real. And my real problem with that is I don't get the same in return. And then my anger of not being loved, and then feeling like, oh, you don't love me either, nigga. Fuck you. And now I'm that nigga. You see what I'm saying? And that's only because I will always look for it. And then when the motherfucker they tell you, I love you, my nigga, I got you. And then you look at the whole situation. Hold on, this nigga was playing me the whole time. And that's because, nigga, at the end of the day, if I say fuck you, nigga, it ain't really gonna hurt you because you still got your brothers and your sisters and your cousins and your aunties and your uncles. So when I say fuck you, it really don't mean shit to you. But when you say fuck me, nigga, I done lost everybody, my nigga. Like, nigga, you see what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker, when I was back then, if they would have showed me, I don't feel like it was their it was their obligation to show me. I don't feel like that. But I do feel like a motherfucker should have known that I was loyal enough that if they would have put me on, we would have been good. Like we would have been good for sure. Anybody, even still to this day, that's why it's like I be saying this shit that I be saying on my Facebook and shit, and you will see a motherfucker come on and like, no, we fuck with you, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, they know what the fuck I'm saying because they be the same niggas who watch me. They come through. I'm sitting on the couch trying to figure out what I got to do. Everybody else dropping 20s on the floor. Everybody else eating chicken. throwing chicken away that they only bit once. I ain't ate all day. Ain't even asked me if I want nothing to eat. But I'm thinking that y'all love me because when I come through, not to mention, listen, what's so crazy, Miss London? I know we probably about to get up out of here. I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. It was this little food spot in our hood, man. And I used to fuck with this little white dude, man. We was good. And he used to fuck around with the little work shit. And I don't know why, but I just give him something little, like a little $20 worth, bro. And he'd feed me for the free for the whole week. Like I was his best friend. So I used to always just come up there and drop him off like little 1 or 2 pieces, like you know what I'm saying? Just make sure he was straight. Everybody ate sheet pizzas, chicken and JoJo's, salads. No lie. Swear to God on my kids, on my dick, on Jesus Christ, the person that made me. Free, Miss Londa. Free. And then when he ain't working, I may not eat. He may be gone for a couple of days. I don't eat. Everybody else, and my dumb ass still didn't notice that shit. You know what made me notice that shit, Miss? This is what made me notice that shit. I'm gonna tell you, this is what made me notice that shit. So I got my GED. I was like 21 years old. I got my GED. I wanted to get accepted into this school, this Akron U school. That was the only thing I could think of. I didn't think about no other school, no community college. I'm just like, I'm gonna go to college. Akron U is a university, which was the major one in Akron. My mom went to Akron. She actually got her 2 degrees without even getting a high school diploma or a GED because she faked the GED shit or whatever and just went to college. She skipped that shit. So I asked my mom to write me out a letter to join or whatever. She told me she was gonna write it. A week later, I asked her, could I get the letter? She cussed me out. I was a grown ass man. I should be doing it myself. Blah blah blah. We get into an argument. Whatever. I end up going to this other school, Stark State. I get to the Stark State school. I get a little check, like $4,000. I take 1,800 of that and fix my license because I fucked my license up driving without them. 1,800 of that drive fix my license. Another 1,000 of that and get this raggedy ass 19. Now this is in like 2013. I got a raggedy ass 1996 Pathfinder, Miss Londa. It was like $1,200. My whole check gone. Couple more dollars, bought the kids some shit, gave my baby mama a couple dollars, nigga. I'm through. I ain't even bought my books. 3 days later, I was also, mind you, I was doing like a little studio shit with these little rap group niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had these little rap group niggas, they was coming through. I had them recording on this computer, whatever. Their name was FOG, Fraternity of Guap. That's how they said it. 3 days later, FOG is spray painted on my 1996 Pathfinder.
You think the dudes that was coming to your house did it?
You want to know why? Because all my niggas that I fucked with was the ones that was eating the chicken and shit when I wasn't eating, right? But the FOG niggas, all of a sudden, nigga, I got weed because these niggas just coming through dropping shit off. They might not even because they was some little young niggas, so they might not even had the money. Like, boom, let me give you this. Niggas will give me an ounce. Niggas will give me, they'll come through, give me $15, $5. Here go a whole zip 2 days later, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, boom, I came up here, boom. You feel me? So I never even charged them. Just come through, call me when you come in. We'll do whatever we do. We just gonna work it, bro. We just gonna figure it. I'm fucked up too. I'm gonna charge a broke nigga. That's when I learned that. How I'm gonna charge a broke nigga and I'm broke. Let's just get it together. So them niggas started fucking with me. When my niggas started seeing that shit, you see what I'm saying? I felt like it was something, but I still to this day don't know who did it. Nobody told me who did it. All I know is somebody came in the house, told me, like, bro, they spray painted your truck, FOG. And I'm like, who? I ain't into it with these rap niggas. We ain't beefing. We ain't had no discuss, no nothing. We ain't had no problems or nothing. Nothing. I don't even do nothing with them. You feel me? But studio, we don't go out. We don't go to the club. I don't be at their house. They come over here. We do the studio. We smoke. Once we done, I give them their little songs. They go off. So it ain't even nothing for us to be beefing about. Unless somebody done lie. But it was my niggas. It had to be. Because it's right outside my house. You feel me? But y'all mad because I tell y'all that my car don't run off a friendship. And I only told y'all my car don't run off a friendship is because I remember.
Because it don't. Shit. The fuck?
Y'all niggas was licking y'all fingers in front of me when I was hungry. You see what I'm saying? So now y'all seeing that. So then once they do that, it's just like, okay, I don't know who did it. My own niggas like looking at me crazy and shit. Let me just get the fuck up out of here. So my next check that I got, I sold the truck for $500. Took my other check that I got, flew out here to Arizona, man. It was like, fuck it. If ain't nobody gonna fuck with me there, I might as well put myself in a position where I ain't got no choice. And that's what I did. I'm like, it's more opportunity around me. I ain't got no choice but to do. Ain't nobody to run to. I can't blame nobody for nothing. Let me go fucking do it by myself. And that's what the fuck I did. And then my kids came out here. Now we doing better by ourselves than we did with everybody around us that loved us. That's crazy.
Yeah, it be like that. So when it comes to domestic situations, though, you feel like there's always a reason why the man done it that justifies him doing it.
I don't think that no man doing it is justifiable. The only time I feel like a man should put his hands on a woman, and by this time you should already know what type of relationship you're in, because I don't believe that this will be like the first time she does this. But if this is her first time and you have to defend yourself, I may not. Man, you come at me with a motherfucking brick bat, I may hit you with an up, bruh. I may up your ass, and still we lose, right? You ain't have to hit her. She was about to smack. She was about to hit a home run. The fuck
With a
else was
brick?
supposed? Huh?
Oh, with a brick?
A brick, a bat, a knife.
Well, I
She
mean,
just got.
yeah, if a person coming at you with a weapon, but I'm saying like
But
in
we
this
still losing that.
situation,
See, we still losing that situation because there's no way to prove that, right? Because at the end of the day, all she still got to say is, once the police come or whoever, I grabbed my knife because he hit me. And no, she had the knife first. Now he just trying to save face. He just saying that because he don't want them to say he beat on women.
but in that situation, he then pulled over. He's on top of her. He's punching and choking her. So then, yeah, she pulled out the knife
Thanks,
to
Renee.
defend herself.
Correct. And at this point in this story that you're talking about, nah, she win. Like, I don't feel like no man should be justified other than if he had to defend himself. But as far as these men out here trying to control these women, I feel like that's a red flag, right? I don't feel like you should control no woman. I feel like the real love come from when you let your woman go and be herself. I feel like that's the real love. If and other than what you feel you need out of your woman, I feel like she still should be allowed to be herself. I've never been a man to feel like I should have to tell a woman she can't come in the house at 5 o'clock in the morning. If that's what you're going to do, I don't want a woman like that. I'm not about to tell you what you can and can't do. I will tell you I don't like a woman to come in the house at 5 o'clock in the morning. And if you
Right.
tell me you don't care what I don't like, then I'll go about my business. You see what I'm saying? But as far as me trying to make you stop and make this work, I've never been that type of person. I'll always let people do what the fuck they want to do. And I'll tell you the truth. I've gotten a lot of the one that got away messages, and I laugh at them. Or I want my future husband back and my stepkids, and they got like 10 kids and shit. Like, what you want me back for? The fuck? What the fuck? So it's just like, I don't know, man. I think that these people that this girl that's stabbing this man for putting his hands on her is justifiable. These niggas have to stop acting like they can control these women just because they feel like they're superior over the women because they don't get superior anywhere else. Now I will say this. You get a nigga like Tank, the fighter, who got the little allegations on him about putting his hands on women.
Who?
Tank.
The singer?
Giovante Davis.
I don't know who that
He's a
is.
boxer. Good ass boxer, might I add. Um, there was rumors about him putting his hands on a woman. It's hard for me to say he want to put his hands on no man because that's all he do. He do that professionally. I will say I've heard niggas say these hands are bisexual.
I mean, but his hands in reality, because when you box, don't you have to register your hands?
I mean, registering your hands just pretty much means that you're a professional fighter. So when you go register your hands, you're basically registering to the people that this is what you do. It's no different from registering as a truck driver.
But they're considered more harmful, if I'm not
No, ain't no
mistaken, because
considered. They
they're
are. They are. Ain't no considered nothing. They are because they practice it. So why are you out here fighting people who don't practice it? You first off have to control yourself because you know pressure points. You know where to hit and not hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. I don't. You know what? It's a lot of it though, Renee. A lot of these people in power they do this shit though, and so that's why it's hard to just say that most men just beat them up because they're scared to fight men. is because like him. If that's true, if he over here beating on his girl, like nigga, who really got a chance? Like if she call her brother, like her brother got to come with the strap. Like you feel me? Like I'm not going over there fighting your professional ass busted ass dude. I don't give a fuck how tough you want me to be, bruh. We both about to be in here sleep. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I gotta come with something, like and then if I'm coming to your house, I still lose because now I'm coming to his place of residence. So not only is he in the win for stopping me, so you got to get yourself out of that situation. Come to my house, and then if you come over here, we'll lay his ass down. But do not go back over there.
Right.
That's all we can. That's all I can say. And if you want me to now, I stay on the phone with you. I come over there, come outside. Come on, let's go. You feel me? But for the most part, you can't put ourselves in these positions, man, and expect society to get us out because society ain't shit, Londa. Society ain't shit, man.
That's true. Well,
Also, how come we ain't speak on that woman killing her motherfucking baby?
what woman?
I sent you the video. It's a woman.
Oh, let me see if I can. It's a video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sick of these women. If you don't want the child, like I respect you more if you just leave it
Mm-mm.
at a family member
Wait till you
house.
hear this reason. I was about to tell you, but since you're gonna play it, just wait till you hear this reason. It's not the one that I said use this. It's the one right above the post I sent you. It say TikTok APTU.
Okay.
She's not actually harming her kids or anything.
Wait, I thought you said she unalived.
Yeah, but it's not a video of her actually doing that.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you're gonna get banned or some bullshit like that. No, it's like her in court. It's her in court, and she telling what she did.
She raped my son. I intentionally killed her.
How did you do that?
Starting from the beginning, when I
Can you
found out
hear it?
about what Stoney was doing, it was 9 months
It's
later
kind of
after
low.
finding out about Stephen.
Yeah, look on the
For the whole
video and
nine
see if it's
months
a
in the
volume
house,
option.
she was still raping my child. Did not know that.
Or you want me to share it?
Yeah, cause it's doing some other stuff on my end. I don't know.
Uh, I was trying to give me a login. I thought I was logged. Can you hear it?
I don't hear anything yet.
What?
Let me check something.
No, we have to figure that out one day. I can't figure out how I did that.
Let me see if I could play it from my phone and put it up to the mic.
What did you do to Stony Blair that makes you guilty?
Can you hear it really good?
I intentionally killed her.
How did you do that?
Starting from the beginning, when I found out about what Stoney was doing. It was 9 months later after finding out about Stephen. So for the whole 9 months, we were in the house and she was still raping my child. I knew that when I first found out. After told me, home. I kicked her.
Did this happen on or about May 25th, 2014?
May 25th is actually the day she died. The day I killed her.
And you said you killed her by putting a grocery bag over her head?
Yes, that day would tell me different things because she was doing this thing for years. I did not know that. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't find out till hours later when she got started with Steven. She ruined my son. Yeah, she started with Steven before she even started. So, yes, I put a bag over her head.
So
That worse that day. Yes, I did.
And if you hear the end of it, she say she'll do it again.
she was talking about a okay, so first of all, how old was the daughter?
She might have been about 12, 13.
So she was basically accusing the daughter of doing something to another one of the children, which was her son, correct? But that was her option, was to unalive her. What was she saying she was doing?
Molestation, I guess, touching on him, doing freaky stuff. For over the years, she ain't even know. And when she found out, she snapped.
How old was the son?
I think about 7, 8.
So not like get her no help or try to figure out why she was doing it, because possibly she could have been touched and that's where she learned. Like, that's weird.
What scares me, Miss Vonda, what if
She lying?
what if she was in an abusive relationship?
Who, the mom? And she took
Like,
it out on the daughter?
mm-mm. Let's say she didn't find out about this.
Hmm.
So obviously, if she would have, we know what would happen because it did happen, right? So let's say she didn't find out about this and she was in an abusive relationship. Like, I mean, like, is this the type of person that we advocate for? Or are these the type of people that we're advocating for?
Me personally, I don't advocate for, no.
No, I'm not saying that we're advocating for a murderer. I'm saying that some of these people that we be out here advocating for, they sometimes they don't do it. That's what I'm saying. I can send you videos about fathers, and it's a video about a father who just got out of prison, was trying to get his daughter, sending her messages, and yeah, it's always red flags. Sending her messages and stuff, talking about something. I missed you. I actually just seen a text message screenshot of a father telling his daughter how he was obsessed with her or something. But it's on both sides, man, because then you getting all these women that's coming out or getting caught messing with these high school teenagers. There's
But wait though, so going back to the woman offing her unaliving her daughter though, because she's claiming that she had been messing with the son for years.
give her right
But then you say, what if she was being abused? What would her being abused have to do with her unaliving her child? Are you
because
saying that she took
we
it out
are
on
we
you
are
for
we are crying. The point I'm making is that we're crying for people that we don't know what their intentions really be. So again, if you go back into the first story, you see, okay, this woman, her son got shot because a man was beating on her. What if she was the type of woman who would kill her daughter if her daughter was touching on her son? And we don't agree with that. So we're not saying that it's okay for this man to beat on this woman, but we're not going to act like all women got it together. That's what I'm saying. Like, no woman should be getting beat on, and no woman should be killing her kids. But women do all kinds of bullshit as well. So I'm not saying nobody deserves nothing. But just because that little girl was touching on her, like you said, that little girl deserved help, not death. So women be out here on some bullshit is what I'm saying to you, Miss Londa. And if they on bullshit like that to where they would kill their kids, you think they don't be on bullshit with these niggas to make a nigga want to slap them? Not saying that it's justified.
Because I was just going to say, so that goes back to you feeling like certain situations. It seems like you
I'm
justify
saying if
it.
she willing to kill her kids, she probably done said a few things to make a nigga want to slap her.
But see, you trying to tie two things together though.
I'm
Like
not. I'm saying women be on some crazy
those
shit.
other situations of the women being abused has nothing to do with this woman and what she did with her child. Like you,
But
it's
what
like
is the case? Why would she do that with her child? What has she been through? Does she got some abusive situations? Does she got a whole life before her that made her think that it was okay to just snap on her child like that? What would make you just go there with your child just because you heard something like that? It got to be something going
I
on with
would
you
probably
mentally.
think that it was probably a situation where those kids probably had different fathers. And she felt some type of way towards that child because of the father. That's what I would think. And I
Okay,
think
but that's not a
I'm
justifiable situation
not
though.
saying it's justifiable, but what I'm saying is I'm calling her story bullshit, is what I'm saying. Move.
Correct. Correct. Almost as much as I want to call the story as far as the boy getting shot bullshit, other than him getting shot, the rest of it is bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
The
The
rest of
whole
what though? What the rest of what is bullshit though?
they shouldn't be fighting. That's bullshit. Figure out how to get the fuck away from this situation. Don't tell me you stuck because there's got to be a way. There's got to listen. I'm gonna tell you something that a motherfucker nobody wants to do. Go look this shit up. Alaska will pay you like $20,000 to move up there right now.
I ain't moving no damn
You
Alaska.
see what I'm saying? I'm just
Okay.
saying there's ways. There's
Do you
ways.
have you ever watched Lifetime? Because a lot of those stories is true stories based on
Mhm.
true stories. Have you ever seen women have actually had to go underground to get away from their abuser?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. This is the logic that I'm giving you, and I'm giving any woman that watches this show. If you got proof that this man is putting his hands on you, kill this man. Excuse me, unalive this man.
When you unalive that man, guess what you got to go through? You got to go through proving that this man was abusing you and you had no other way out but to unalive him. That's a
Okay, so
lot.
we get paperwork, right?
What
We get
paperwork?
we get paperwork. Okay, we ain't working together, so we got to call the government. So you already got this paperwork getting told these motherfuckers numerous of times. So this motherfucker keep coming over here putting his hands on you. This time he came over and put his hands on me, and I off this ass. Now y'all don't got to put him in handcuffs. Y'all got to put him in a body bag. Easy. I'm covered. Number one, like off this nigga. Or is you or and I don't get why people don't choose themselves in certain situations. Like in this situation, I'm choosing myself at all times. Misery was
So
what a
you in
real
your heart, you really don't feel that a lot of women just don't fear their abuser?
no. They fear him. They fear him. But that you shouldn't. You should fear God. You shouldn't fear no man. Now, should you respect them? Yes. Should you fear him? Hell the fuck no. I'm not respecting a man that's coming in the house at a decent time. Fearing a man that's not going outside at all. I don't ask you to fear me. And should no man ask no woman to fear them. You should be able to step outside. But if you respect and love your man enough, you ain't got to worry about no stories coming back. You ain't got to worry about no bullshit coming back. Everybody know what the fuck you was doing. I ain't got to worry about shit coming back my way about you. And you ain't got to worry about it coming my way about me. That's how it should just completely be. And if you do go do some more bullshit, you can't tell me that you love me. You got to tell me that you want to keep me in your life while you do everything else you want to do. That's what you have to come. That's how you have to come at people if that's the person that you want to be. Don't lead nobody on. Make nobody think this, that, and the other, and none of that shit. And when you see a motherfucker is not being the person that you are not, that you don't want, or not being the person that you want, then you have to stop it then. Like Miss Renee said, there's a lot of red flags in the beginning. Bro, if I already see that you just the type of nigga to walk around with holes in your socks, either I'm gonna buy you some new socks or I'm gonna go ahead and go to the person that's getting some that keep fresh socks on. It's very simple. And if I buy you some new socks, then I have to prepare in my mind that I'm going to be buying this person socks because they don't give a fuck about socks. There is no reason for me to be arguing with you about you having holes in your socks when I bought you some. Because I know that's how I start. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm starting. I don't want to be with you because you got holy socks, nigga. When I met you, I had holy socks. You started buying me holy socks. Now you don't want to buy me holy socks no more, and you mad at me because I never gave a fuck about socks in the first place. I'm not changing. Neither should you. But we can't force each other to change either, and that's where we fuck up at. How this person could change? She married in there. We talked about it. Nah, nigga, you went over there and seen that the Chinese food come from Walmart over there and from the grocery store over. I mean, from fucking Ching Chong's down the street over here, and you chose Ching Chong. I guess I don't fucking know. At the end of the goddamn day, you like it better. It's very simple. So I don't know, man. Sometimes people just put themselves in these positions. Motherfuckers don't know how to me, just live normal. Stop fucking trying to be like everybody else and just live your life and and just be like it always got to be a part of something. Got to see somebody. We all go rush and pay a whole bunch of money to go see a motherfucker who shit and piss, just like me. Right? It's nasty, but who don't do it? We all do it. One connection that we all got is shitting and pissing. Some of us can't talk. Some of us can't see. We got to get this toxic out of our body. That's what all of us. We all got a connection. We got to get toxins out of our body. Let's work on that. Let's work on what we all connected on. And then once we work on that, getting all this shit up out of us, then maybe we can live better, I guess. I don't know, Miss London. These niggas is tripping, man. I mean, like, come on, man. Shit, no, if a nigga walk around beating on bitches, that's because he ain't had nobody teach him shit.
I was just gonna say, don't you think it starts from home and how they're raised and being taught about rejection and preference and all of that.
Y'all can't even tell a nigga. Y'all gotta walk around here giving out text now numbers and shit. That's fucked up. Y'all tell a nigga no, he can't have your number. Y'all down there lose your life.
Yeah,
That's
and
fucked
that's
up.
messed up because you obviously haven't been taught that everybody doesn't have to want you. Everybody's not going to want you, and that is their preference. So why are you so upset because somebody turned you down? How do you know the woman you're approaching probably don't have a man or a husband at home and you mad because she turning you down?
What your man got to do with me? Not
Like,
trying to hear that, see?
not for real. Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like, I can go to Walmart and a man can try to holler at me. I can have a whole man sitting at home, and because I choose not to talk to you, I'm gonna lose my life or get my ass beat. But I have a whole man. You didn't even get to that point. You just felt like I turned you down and you can't take rejection.
Bro, where are we at? The end days again. We gonna start being like our grandparents. Like at the end of the days, we living the last days. We in them. Get the fuck out of here, bro. These motherfuckers got this shit set up, bro. From the research that I'm doing, man, these motherfuckers got this shit set up. They was smart. They was accurate. They did it the right way. That whole red line, that shit fire. It's fucked up.
You know
That's
what?
fire.
I feel like when it comes to that redlining, I was just talking to my brother earlier. I feel like that's what I was facing like last month because the office space that I was in, I had to be out, but I was trying to find an office, right? And I was confused. Like every time I go to look at an office space and tell them what I'm doing, they're worried about traffic. So I'm confused. Like it's a business. Shouldn't that be expected? Like you're treating it like it's a fucking apartment. So it was getting to the point where I would only say certain stuff. So the last thing that I was saying, I was like, okay, I'm not going to mention the TV network. I'm not going to mention the podcast. I'm just going to mention my nonprofit. My nonprofit is geared towards single women with children and teen girls. I have a program that I designed for teen girls. Now, you want to know how many kids is going to be coming? Is it going to be a lot of? Are you fucking serious? This is a business. Traffic should be expected. Number one, if you don't have traffic, you really ain't running a good business.
Take that shit to your kind. Because if it was my cousin, I wouldn't even give a fuck. Hey, you got dope coming up in this motherfucker I need to know about? No, all right. Have a good day. Sign here.
Wait, wait, what?
If you gotta take that shit back to your kind, is what they telling you. If you was one of their kind, they'd be done told your ass, as you bringing any dope up in here? All right, that's it. That's all we want to know. Have a good day. Please don't disturb your neighbors.
Like I had one lady. I went to look at a place, and she was like, "Oh, I'm a little worried about the podcast though, because I'm quite sure you have guests." Yeah, I do interviews. Yeah, because I'm right next door, and it's gonna bother my anxiety. I'm looking at this bitch like, the fuck? What do you mean? If you maybe seen some other podcasts and you may have some concerns, ask me and get to know what my podcast is about, but don't assume that my podcast is probably what you may have seen from other people. Like that shit, it was blowing me. Like it was just really blowing me.
And the problem is, you take it out that way to try and be comfortable, and you're still uncomfortable. That's why I keep trying to tell you, bro. If we not going to come together, we might as well live.
But if I try to go get an office space in the hood, and at the hours that I was operating, I was leaving after 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And I was always at the office alone. There was never nobody else there with me. Now I gotta worry about if motherfuckers didn't watch my schedule. Am I gonna walk out of this motherfucker, get
Now
my
what?
shit
Now what they
together?
gonna tell? Now what they gonna tell you? Take that shit to the white people. You feel want to feel safe. You lose. If we don't come together, we might as well YOLO this bitch. I'm telling you. This is why I'm revamping my podcast, Mr. Londa. These niggas ain't trying to hear us. They ain't fucking with us. They don't give a fuck. You can sit there and sell motherfucking hot dogs for $2. Nigga, you probably stole them. I'm gonna go get mine from Wendy up the street.
But the person that I was leasing the office space from though was a black person.
Nigga, you ain't about to do better than me.
They just had a control issue. Couldn't even look at the fact she pay her rent on time every month. She make sure ain't nothing going on that shouldn't be going on. She make sure she keep it clean. No, I want to be in control. You don't want to work with me, so guess what? You can get the fuck out of my office. That's what it was.
So we can't win nowhere. We can't win with ourselves. We can't win with our own people. We can't win with they people. We can't win with nobody people. We ain't even got a country to go to. If we don't come together, we got to YOLO this bitch. Fuck you, dog. I'm telling you, it's bad, man. It's scary, but it's bad. And I'm scared because what scares me and what really started making me want to do this shit, man, is because I started seeing where the shit was going. They started actually giving it to us in our faces. They got so bold to where they was just like, look, nigga, you ain't about to own shit. You gonna own nothing, be happy. You gonna take this, you're gonna do this, and they're telling us this. But the reason that it looks so fantasy is because we've seen it all happening back in the day on the movie screen or on a TV show to where it's like, you seen it on the TV show. And so when they actually come out and say it, don't nobody go listen to it because who actually wants to go research anything? So the exciting shit is only if it's in a movie. If they tell us it's not as exciting. So they can say, oh, we seen UFOs, whatever. But if they show us a UFO movie, you seen that Alien vs Predator? That shit was hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, they telling us they got aliens. They telling us they got uh fucking reptiles. They telling us what to do during the zombie. We done seen so many zombie movies that if you told a motherfucker some zombie shit was gonna happen, they was gonna tell you to get out of here, Rick, the nigga from Walking Dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? But all you gotta do is go to the CDC and look up the preparation 101, and it's all about what happens on a zombie, what you're supposed to have prepared, how you supposed to prepare for a zombie outbreak, and they like give you the actual list, and it's on the CDC. The same motherfuckers who was telling us what to do during COVID, them same niggas told us what to do during the zombie apocalypse. Like, why would y'all tell us that?
Right. Weird.
Why was y'all right? You feel me? Like, why would y'all tell us about some zombie shit, knowing that we all think that this shit is a movie or a TV show? So now we out here, guys. You got niggas out here like, bro, don't take the shot. You're gonna be a zombie. Motherfucker, like, nigga, that's a TV show. Nigga, like, now we fighting again. This nigga stupid. He think we gonna turn into zombies. This nigga stupid. They told us. Now we about to kill each other. They do this shit and make so much money off of it that you don't even know what's real, what's fake. I ain't listen. I know we finna get out of here. I just said that about 45 minutes ago, but have been doing my research, Miss Londa. Jesus was a real person. Jesus was completely
I
100.
believe that. I believe that. Yeah.
But listen, the story they fabricated it, and I'm gonna tell you this: Jesus, Jesus might be the way, but not the way that we think they telling us. Not the way that they telling us. Because we'll talk about this a whole nother time, but the information that I got, and if you just go look in the history of what happened before people even started writing the Bible and who was writing what then, and the uncles of these people and the cousins of these people who was actually writing, and you start seeing what was going on and alien talk and like, okay, real quick, since we already here 152, I guess we can go 8 minutes, I guess. But anyways, real quick, Noah, you know the story of Noah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Flooding the earth, God flooded the earth, right? You know why he flooded the earth, right? Because the angels came down here, fucked us, had a whole bunch of giants and shit, all this other shit, and so God flooded the earth and reset this bitch. He was gonna kill everybody, but then he found Noah and was like, okay, this dude got some good in him. I'm gonna just flood this bitch, and he just saved everybody and reset. I'm gonna reset everybody through him. All right. His grandfather's name is Enoch. This is Noah's grandfather. Enoch has a whole story about aliens coming to pick him the fuck up, taking him outside of space, looking down at the goddamn planet and shit and all this other shit. This is before the aliens came down here and was fucking us. This for the angels left, which is pretty much aliens, because in the Bible you got 200 watchers. They come to Earth. That sound like some alien shit to me. Anyways, though, so he talk about how they came, took them outside, showed them Earth, showed them what this looked like for a few years. He came back, showed everybody all this other bullshit, like how to do this, how to do that. The angels showing them how to do this, that, and the other. And if you go look up this man Enoch, he is in the Bible. He is actually the only man in the Bible who didn't die. God took him. Look him up. But this is Noah's grandfather. But when you actually get to looking into the Anunnaki and the history of it, and then you get to seeing where Jesus left when he was 12 and didn't come back until he was like 30, 33. When he left, he went to where the story of the Anunnaki people started. He went to Egypt. You feel me? And so when he went to Egypt, he learned who the creator of these motherfucking people was. And then you start finding out what Christ is. Christ is like a form of a place that you are supposed to be in. Christ is not a person, a place. It's like Christ is like, then what's the word? Peace. So when God say Christ to come back, he's saying like peace to come back. It'll be peace again. You feel me? But we have to find peace within ourselves first. And so when you go listen to these motherfucking celebrities like Will Smith, and they say shit like, bro, once you get all this money, you find like there's nothing else left for you to buy. Your kids can't make you happy. Your woman can't make you happy. No car, no TV can make you happy. Only thing that can make you happy is you. Everything that ever you start realizing, it all boils down to peace. Can you find peace within yourself? Because ain't nobody gonna give you that peace, no matter where you go, no matter how hard you search. And that's when I was like, okay, Jesus might be the way. When I found out, so we can get deeper into that later on, man. We can do a whole segment on that. But I've been doing my research, Miss London. It's getting crazy, man. The people I'm finding out about the city of Thor, these kings, like these motherfuckers is ruthless, man. This whole Jesus shit that everybody else been doing, man. This shit get deeper, man. And also I found out that there's a whole bunch of books in the bottom of the motherfucking Catholic Church in Rome that nobody is able to get their hands on. And you will find out a lot more information, but you know it because they tell you about it. It's a lot more books and things that they just will not put in the public for us to learn about what these people was actually doing back in those days. They will not let us find out. Why? Because we probably really a fucking turn up. But we don't know. It's just like me being in the hood. Niggas didn't tell me to flip 80 and 80 and make 160. They just told me keep coming to get this 80, bro. You will survive off of that. Same thing they telling us. Keep coming to get this Jesus, bro. You'll survive. Don't worry about how we got here, my nigga. Just survive off of this that we giving you. That's that's all. But sorry.
All right. So that's going to bring our discussion to an end. Thank everybody who was tuning in and see you next time.
See you.